Good evening, ladies and germs. Welcome to the Hermit Trivia stream. I know I got the stream started a little late right now, but welcome. We are here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keeping it young, fresh, and free. Today's soundtrack I call Hooray for Bollywood. Hi, Leslie. Welcome to Hermit Trivia. Well, I don't have my cat hat on, but maybe, nah. Welcome all. We should be getting started in just a couple of minutes. Going to wait for some more arrivals to arrive. Let me know if the sound's okay. Yes, this is very old school Bollywood. Something new on the old public domain song stream. Prep my timer. Such high voices. Hey, Lisa. Oh, hi, Lisa. Hi, Mike. Good to see you guys, too. Yeah. Welcome to Hermit Trivia, everybody. Saddle up and buckle in. We're going to get started in just a little bit. Get my final question board ready. It's a doozy. Oh, that's an ad. I do not pay for this. I do not endorse this. We are here. I don't care. Let's get something a little peppier. Bollywood is fun, but the old style Bollywood makes me just think I'm in an Indian restaurant. That makes me crave chicken makhani, which can be a topical spot. Bollywood, so you see Bollywood disco. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The dog was screaming in the light. Will you sing with me? Say Yes. C. Let's go. I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer. जिंदगी मेरा गाना मैं किसी का दीवाना तो झूमो तो नाचो और मेरे साथ नाचो I am a disco dancer. We'll get a few more minutes to bring some more people in, some visiting folks. दोस्तों मेरी ये जिंदगी गीतों की अमानत है मैं इसीलिए पैदा हुआ हूँ Hi Meyer. T-Series is going to be all for your business, like DNCA. Hey Josh. Getting a couple people in there. I think it'll start in about 5 minutes. I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer. Zindagi mera gaana. मैं किसी का दीवाना तो झूमो तो नाचो और मेरे साथ नाचो I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer. Loving this. Disco dancing all night long with Hermit Trivia. D से होता है सेंस, I से होता है आइटम, S से होता है सिंगर, C से होता है कोरस, O से ऑर्केस्ट्रा. How beautiful! What's your name? Nisha. तुम्हें मालूम जवानी क्या होती है? In the meantime, while we're waiting, don't be afraid to let you know what you're all drinking tonight, what you're all wearing. I can't see your pants. I'm still in my gym shorts as always. Man, I'm really afraid to wear jeans right now. I'm afraid of the results. It's been all shorts and sweatpants for the past month or so. I have no reasonable gauges to my waistline. दो दिन की हस्ती में सदियों की मस्ती है बिंदास भागी जवानी दिल प्यासे मिलते हैं ऐसे जवानी में जैसे मिले आसमानी इस उम्र में क्यों न मनमानी कर जाए मस्ती की राहों में हद से गुजर जाए जहाँ मिले प्यार T-Series. I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer. Zindagi mera gaana. Hi, Barbara. Welcome to the show.
झूमो तो नाचो और मेरे साथ नाचो I am a disco dancer I am a disco dancer
Okay, real talk, guys. I've completely missed the subtext of this song. What kind of dancer is he? I don't know. It's just too deep. It goes right over my head. Yes. Yeah, Charles, that's right. You got it. Many good memories of hanging out in the old neighborhood in the early 2000s. Listening to my Bollywood records.
Tired of staring out your window? Come stop by ours. It's open and we're giving out a free Doritos Locos Tacos Tuesday, April 4th.
Okay, I might have to edit that out. But on the plus side, a certain nationwide taco chain is still apparently delivery open for tacos. So you just want to layer your heart with chalupa sauce in this quarantine. Cool. Actually, I remember one of my favorite memories of living in China was when I would get up early in the morning and walk downstairs, and you'd see groups of little old ladies in the mahjong tables just going wild with it. They love it. Same.
कदम मिला के dance dance प्यार से नजर मिला के dance dance गर्मियां चुरा के dance dance बीच गर्मियां बढ़ा के dance dance सारी दूरियां मिटा के dance dance यार को गले लगा के dance dance
Ooh, I think we have tacos at home. I should make some of those.
मस्तियां नहीं लुटा के dance dance प्यार में ये दिल लुटा के dance dance दिल से आज दिल मिला के dance dance दिल जो सोचे दिल की बात दिल जो मांगे सबको है यहाँ हम कहाँ है तुम कहाँ हो दिल कहाँ है खुशी ये कहाँ हम कहाँ है तुम कहाँ हो दिल कहाँ है खुशी ये कहाँ झूम 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 बाबा झूम 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 बाबा झूम 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 बाबा
Cool.
ये रात में जो मजा है मजा ये कुछ नया नया है ये दिल को आज क्या हुआ है
4, 3, 2, 1, and right, it is time to get this road on the show. Welcome everybody to Hermit Trivia. Let's get it. All right. Hermit Trivia. It's our 7th episode. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for bringing the love and bringing the views. I hope you all have an amazing time tonight because we're having an amazing show for you. We're going to have some great times today. All right. Hermit Trivia. It's the trivia for smart people who stay inside. Good. The only trivia where you can have the bar trivia experience at your table or in your bed. I'm Mark Walsh, your Hermit host. thank you for joining me in this experiment tonight. Tonight's trivia is 6 rounds with 3 questions each. I will read the questions twice and as clearly as possible. You will then have 1 minute to listen to a lovely public domain song. This week's soundtrack is Bollywood Disco, and write or think out your answer. Each question will be worth 1 point. There will be a halftime question worth multiple points, as well as a 5-minute break between rounds 3 and 4. There will also be a final question after round 4, which will be worth 10 points, and you'll have 3 minutes to consider that final question. That being said, this trivia game can be played at home on your own terms. You can change the point values, choose not to use the points, break your party into different teams, put everyone to one big team, call in other players to be opposing teams or teammates on separate devices, play solo, or you just want to watch or just want to listen. That is cool too. And of course, please feel free to share on the chat your chosen food and drink. I've got myself a little red wine spritzer here and some coffee on the side to keep me going. You can also share your point totals, however many teams you're formed, descriptions of your socks, pants, or whatever you're doing to us, however you're dressing in this quarantine-oween, and more. Just keep us posted, keep us informed. All right. Now, once again, we're continuing with the interactivity round, the 10 seconds of fun. That means basically, so to increase interactivity and fun, we are giving a 10-second window for people to guess answers to a question before a final reveal. I will show the go prompt for about 10 seconds. And during that time, after I read the final reading of the question, I will show the go prompt. And you can, for about 10 seconds, you'll have a chance to type a guess to the question on the chat stream window. Otherwise, please do not type your answers on the chat stream. Once those 10 seconds are over, that's it. That's the only window you have to type on the window. And in case someone is competing with someone, you don't want to give away the answer. We're pretty much going on an honor system right here, so we're just having fun with it. We're just chilling. Cool. All right. And please, of course, refrain from discriminatory talk. Refrain from political comments. Refrain from lewd talk or rudeness. We want to keep this fun and friendly, folks. And let's take a break from the current situation that keeps us from traditional trivia. Let's not be jerks. Let's not talk anymore about coronavirus or election talk or whatever nonsense is bugging us right now. We're just here to have some fun and chill and play games. So be respectful. Yeah? Yeah. Good. All right. Scores can be kept on a provided printout sheet that you can find we have shared on Facebook. We'll probably have to do, probably have to set up like a separate Facebook page for this at some point. We'll have the printout sheet there, or you can always use your own scratch paper, or if you're really good at counting in your head, you can do that too. Like I said, this is all honor system and just for fun, so count however you like. All right, let's get some tallies. What's that? Josh looks like a hazy IPA with some homemade gumbo. Sounds tasty. Charles got some Rogue and Newport Days. My brother Mike looks like he's got some homemade tomato soup and passion fruit LaCroix. Ooh, very good. Tomato soup, homemade. I believe I had that perennial Brennan classic cuisine, mac and cheese with meat. Thank you, Mom. Awesome. Also got some broccoli there. Got to eat your greens. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. Ooh, transitioning to peach bourbon cider. That sounds excellent. I like it. With our first category of questions. Round 1 category is the oceans. The oceans. Question 1. Though each liter of seawater only contains less than a billionth of a gram, the world's oceans are said to contain over 20 million tons of what valuable element? Though each liter of seawater only contains less than a billionth of a gram, the world's oceans are said to contain over 20 million tons of what valuable element? And I'm going to start timer right now. You get 1 minute to answer. Excuse me. And go. Ooh, pineapple cider. That sounds good. All right, you got about 15 seconds. And that is time. That is time. Sorry, Hindu Donna Summer. It is time for our question. Question 1. Though each liter of seawater only contains less than a billionth of a gram, the world's oceans are said to contain over 20 million tons of what valuable element? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Mike is the first to get it. Yes, gold. Gold is that element that exists in tiny, minute molecular quantities in the vast oceans, but there's only 20 million tons of it just waiting to be pulled out of the sea. There's got to be careful. I'm sure there's at least one like grizzled old prospector dude who's sitting on a beach just like panning the entire ocean like a 49er going, there's gold in them there oceans. That's what happens, man. You go looking for gold in the oceans, you got to grow your beard down your waist, you got to get a little straw hat and 5 teeth. By Yemeni, I'm going to sell these ocean nuggets in San Francisco. Yeah, you get some pirate crossover too. Gotta get those Spanish doubloons and pieces of 8. Okay, yes, gold. Gold is the element we're looking for. Good job, Mike. Well done. Okay, question number 2. Question 2. In 2012, what blockbuster director became the first person to achieve a solo mission to the bottom of the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean, the deepest place on Earth? In 2012, what blockbuster director became the first person to achieve a solo mission to the bottom of the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean, the deepest place on Earth? Here's your Win It to Minute. And that is time. All right, let's discover the answer together. Question 2. In 2012, what blockbuster director became the first person to achieve a solo mission to the bottom of the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean, the deepest place on Earth? Yes, that is correct. You got Charles, Josh, and Mike have all gotten the answer. Ed is the great director of Titanic and the Terminator movies and Aliens as James Cameron. James Cameron made it all the way to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. And Josh, I'm going to have to decline. Josh, I'm sorry. No, I am not going to paint you like one of your French girls, like one of my French girls. How do you even know what my French girls look like? Dude, did you tell the cops? Did you tell them about the French girls? They're very nice girls. They just want to live rent free for a while. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone, Josh. Come on. No, but yes, James Cameron. Pretty impressive. Basically, what's Hollywood, a hollow torpedo all the way at the bottom of Mariana Trench. Even discovered some new forms of sea life in there. That's an impressive feat for a guy who had to come up with a name for a unknown element in Avatar and came up with the name unobtainium. Yes, unobtainium. Yes, brilliant. I'll do it. Unobtainium. What an excellent idea. Pardon me, I got some schmutz on my screen. I gotta bugging me. I gotta flick it off. But there I am. Okay, cool. All right, excellent. That was the answer. James Cameron. Question number 3. Question 3. What meme-worthy deep-sea fish, renowned for its ugliness outside of the water, is actually a fairly normal-looking fish in the high pressure of its natural habitat? What meme-worthy deep-sea fish, renowned for its ugliness outside the water, is actually a fairly normal-looking fish in the high pressure of its natural habitat? Minute to win it. Ten seconds. And that is time for question 3. Question 3. What meme-worthy deep-sea fish, renowned for its ugliness outside of the water, is actually a fairly normal-looking fish in the high pressure of its natural habitat? Mike is correct. It is the blobfish. The blobfish is that is that deep sea fish. That actually looks fairly normal. It looks basically like an okay fish, and in its deep sea pressure. But because when you take it out of the water, and all its meat and stuff that's adapted to a high pressure environment gets all goopy and melty, and it basically turns into looking like Kevin from The Office. And that poor fish, it just they just caught it at a bad angle. The blobfish doesn't deserve this disrespect, but yes, that is the blobfish. Come on, guys. You just caught my bad side. You're a blobfish. Okay, Mark. You're a blob human. Okay. I explode in low pressure environments. What's your excuse? You got me, blobfish. Yeah, you got me. I can't compete with that. Respect for the blobfish. All right. Round two. No, wait, round two is the category is cooking. Cooking. Question one. What egg-based dish, which can be served as a savory main dish or a sweet dessert, gets its name from the past participle of the French verb for to inflate? What egg-based dish, which can be served as a savory main dish or a sweet dessert, gets its name from the past participle of the French verb for to inflate? Ten seconds. Oh, good. Me too. I'm liking these tunes. That's time. Yeah, I'm digging this Bollywood soundtrack. Okay. Question one. What egg-based dish, which can be served as a savory main dish or a sweet dessert, gets its name from the past participle of the French verb for to inflate? Yes, Mike and Charles are correct. That is a souffle. Souffle, yes. That one of those famous of many famous pretentious French dishes. Funny enough, I don't think I've ever actually tried. It's one of those foods that for decades is souffle. It's supposed to be very difficult to make, but very good. I'll have to give it a shot. Yes, souffle. You got to keep an eye on that souffle. Make sure it doesn't rise too quickly. Making sounds tasty, actually. Yes, souffle was the answer. It means to inflate. Okay, question number two. Exterminate. Sorry. Question number two. When she appeared as a guest star on Hot Ones, the YouTube show where celebs eat ridiculously spicy hot wings, what celebrity chef rejected the wings and insisted on eating the hot sauces straight by the spoonful? When she appeared as a guest star on Hot Ones, the YouTube show where celebs eat ridiculously spicy hot wings, what celebrity chef rejected the wings and insisted on eating the hot sauces straight by the spoonful? Here's your win it to minute. All right, 20 seconds. All right, that is time. That is time for question number 2. When she appeared as a guest star on Hot Ones, the YouTube show where celebs eat ridiculously spicy hot wings, what celebrity chef rejected the wings and insisted on eating the hot sauces straight by the spoonful? Okay, Josh said my girl Ray Ray, and I'm assuming he means Rachel Ray, as does Leslie. Yes, Rachel Ray is the correct answer. And Charles knows that, though, as easily something I could see Leslie doing. Leslie would totally do that. Yes, Rachel Ray was badass enough to say, like, you know what, these wings, nonsense. I'm just gonna eat the hot sauce straight. And she got all the way to the last dab with that. That was pretty badass. I got a mad respect for her for that. She also makes her own brand of dog food, which is so good that she shows it's healthy enough that a human can eat it and eats it live. So yeah, mad respect for Rachel Ray. She rocks. Rachel Ray was the one who took the challenge with gusto. That's the thing. That's not speaking of Hot Ones, great show. If you've not watched it, if you just want to watch cool people get interviewed while they eat ridiculously spicy chicken wings and just like lose control themselves. Because it is surprisingly tough to answer questions about your Twitter account when you've got a 12 alarm fire in your mouth. All right. Question number 3. Question 3. Known for being deadly sharp and twice as hard as normal steel, knives made from what substance have become a popular kitchen tool? Known for being deadly sharp and twice as hard as normal steel, knives made from what substance have become a popular kitchen tool? Here's your minute. No, sorry. Invasive ads. I think I may just have to get YouTube music just to stop the interrupting ads. It's the Bollywood Love Boat. Everything's funny and good. All right, that is time. Time for question number 3. Known for being deadly sharp and twice as hard as normal steel, knives made from what substance have become a popular kitchen tool? And Mike is correct. Yes, it is ceramic. Ceramic knives have become that very popular kitchen tool? Ceramic. Yes, pretty amazing. That's what they they bake these ceramic knives that hold a harder edge than even tempered steel, and they are ridiculously sharp. They're like so sharp. It's like, I don't know. Maybe they're not that worth it as a kitchen tool, like only for very specialized tasks. Yes, excellent work, Mike. Excellent. I'm not sure I could recommend a ceramic knife because it's like you cut with a regular steel knife and you're just, okay, chopping a tomato. Oh, my finger. Oh, I better put a Band-Aid on that. No. You're chopping a ceramic knife, like chopping the tomato, and I have no fingers now. I'm bleeding to death. Help. Yeah. Ceramic knives, man. Pretty badass, but in a very dangerous way. I think they'll be the reigning champ until we invent like lightsaber technology or something, which would be pretty cool in itself. Oh man, could you imagine like carving a turkey with a lightsaber? Mashed potatoes? Good times. All right. Good answer, Mike. Oh no, Mike, are you okay? Is your thumb all right? Apparently Mike grated off part of his thumb. That sounds rough. Finger sandwich is not that. It's a little garnish. It adds some color. Mostly red. All right. Round 3, last round before the halftime. This category is Queens. Queens. From Queens. Okay. Question 1 for Queens. Contrary to popular belief, the first confirmed female pharaoh of Egypt was Sobek-Neferu, who took the title in 1806 BCE, predating this more famous lady pharaoh, who was often depicted with a beard, by 3 centuries. Contrary to popular belief, the first confirmed female pharaoh of Egypt was Sobek-Neferu, who took the title in 1806 BCE, predating this more famous lady pharaoh, who is often depicted with a beard, by 3 centuries. All right. Coming in with your minute. All right. Hey, Anthony, good to see you. We just did time for we're on round 3, question 1. Hi, Anthony. Welcome to Hermit Trivia. Long time no see, friend. Okay, so let's we're on round 3, question 1. Here's the answer to question 1. For those newcomers, after I read this final question, I'm going to put up the go sign, and you have 10 seconds to answer on the stream. All right, here it is. Question 1. Contrary to popular belief, the first confirmed female pharaoh of Egypt was Sobek-Neferu, who took the title in 1806 BCE, predating this more famous lady pharaoh, who was often depicted with a beard, by 3 centuries. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. And stop. All right. If you don't have the answer, No, it's not Cleopatra. The answer is Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut is the most famous lady pharaoh of Egypt. Cleopatra, not Nefertiti. She was a reigning queen. Hatshepsut is pretty unique in that she reigned all by herself. She was one of the long can't Google that fast. One of the longest reigning best pharaohs of Egypt. Still has a temple standing in Egypt dedicated in her name. Yes, we're looking for Hatshepsut. One of my favorite ladies. But not the first. Definitely one of the best, but not the first. Anyway, all right. Interesting. Okay. So, question, and yes, she was the one who wore the fake ceremonial beard to illustrate her status. Okay. Question number 2. Question 2 in the category Queens. In 1768 CE, Empress Catherine the Great of Russia caused outrage when she commissioned British doctor Thomas Dimsdale to provide what then controversial treatment for her and her son. In 1768, Empress Catherine the Great of Russia caused outrage when she commissioned British doctor Thomas Dimsdale to provide what then controversial treatment for her and her son. 1 minute to answer. Here you go. Many pennies. Try to say that. All right, that is time. We're on question number 2. Question 2. Just so you know, the policy for answering questions on the stream, we only have it after the last reading of the question, where we put up the go sign. I put up the go sign, and I give you 10 seconds to put up on the stream. Otherwise, we ask people, don't put answers on the stream because we want to go by in the honor system and all that and such. But otherwise, it's all good. Okay. In 1768 CE, Empress Catherine the Great of Russia caused outrage when she commissioned British doctor Thomas Dimsdale to provide what then controversial treatment for her and her son. All right, 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's all good. No worries. All right, and stop. All right. That then controversial treatment for Catherine the Great and her son was inoculation against smallpox. I also accept vaccination against smallpox. Yes, it was very much controversial. There was not blood transfusion or leechers. It was vaccination against smallpox. It was, at the time, there was almost, because people had gotten knowledge that the whole concept of vaccine was really new, and people learned that the vaccination relied upon smallpox and cowpox antibodies and samples of the disease. They were afraid, you're going to start another outbreak if this goes wrong. But Catherine, that ever forward-thinking great empress, asked her to inoculate her son, many members of her court, but they were worried that they apparently had a team of horses ready for Dr. Thomas Dimsdale in case his treatment went wrong and it did cause an outbreak and it caused upset. It was just, so they could get him out of the country as quickly as possible in case it started a wild mob. But thankfully, the treatment worked. It got a lot of it. It was successful enough that they convinced Russia to inoculate the whole of Russia, which protected the population against smallpox. And Dr. Dimsdale was actually granted a barony and died a very famous man. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Just goes to show 300 years later, we are still being hounded by anti-vaxxers. Come on, humanity, get together. All right. No worries. Question number 3, the last question for Queens. Question number 3. In defiance of the events of Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee in 1977, what band played a raucous show on a private boat on the River Thames as it passed by the Houses of Parliament? In defiance of the events of Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee in 1977, what band played a raucous show on a private boat on the River Thames as it passed by the Houses of Parliament? All right, let me get the music prepped, and here's your minute. So we have to all in good time. All right, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that is time for question number 3. In defiance of the events of Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee in 1977, what band played a raucous show on a private boat on the River Thames as it passed by the Houses of Parliament? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And yes, Mike and Charles first out the gate with the correct answer. It is the Sex Pistols. Never mind the bollocks. Here are the Sex Pistols. Yes, the Sex Pistols had launched their album that year and were known for their very controversial hit, God Save the Queen. And they decided to rent a boat and let Parliament know that there is no future in England's dreaming. Yes, that naughty pair of Johnny Rotten and Sid Vicious making causing trouble for the British gentry. Got to admit the audacity of that stunt, though. Yes, it was the Sex Pistols. Karaoke favorite of mine, actually. Usually when I've had a little too much whiskey. Okay, well, the good news is that moves us on to we have entered the halftime round. We are in halftime, which is awesome. That is a nice big question and also a nice big time for people to have a break. I would like to remind anyone, if you have just turned in on our channel and if you're enjoying what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe our channel, Hermit Trivia. Put a like, hit the like button, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you like. If you haven't already, please like this video. Just hit that little thumbs up. Any sort of boost to our popularity is always helpful. This channel is growing a little more every single week. We have trivia twice a week now, but we are having a plot. Yes, we have quite a halftime show, but we're having a halftime question. So the halftime question, we have 5 minutes for this question. 5 minutes for the question and 5 guesses to make. You can only make 5 guesses. Any more will be discounted. Each guess is worth 1 point. If you get all 5 correct, you can add 5 extra points to your score. for a total of 10. So 10 points is the maximum you can get for this category. If you get 5 answers, 5 guesses, and they're all right. And also, this is a great time if you're for this 5 minutes, if you need to like grab a drink or get a smoke break or run to the bathroom or do whatever you need to do that doesn't involve standing in front of sitting in front of a computer, it is the perfect time for that. You get a nice chunk of time. So, with that being said, let's say the question, the halftime question. The category is TV. TV, good old-fashioned television. All right. The question. Name 5 of the 12 must-watch episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000 as rated by Geek.com. Name 5 of the 12 must-watch episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000 as rated by Geek.com. All right. 5 minutes is your time. Enjoy your break. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, you got 2.5 more minutes. By the way, this is probably as close as you'll get to a halftime show. That was actually my guess too, Charles. I frankly have no idea what this is, but it's really cool. Yeah, but there's the ball around. It's like a. It does feel kind of like a pinball machine designed by MC Escher. Very fun to twirl around though. All right, 20 seconds. That's what it is. Cool. It's fun to spin around. Okay, that is time. All right, time. I shall hope you guys all enjoyed your halftime break. Hope you got some delicious drinks and some peace and solitude, or some absolute debauchery. Whatever you can do in that past 5 minutes. That's that's all that's required. Oh, maybe answer the question too. That's kind of cool too. But yeah, whatever you think. By the way, so happy I found this hat. I felt quite naked without it. This just Hermit Trivia just does not feel right without the cat hat. This is a fixture now. Okay, so moving on. The halftime question. The category was television. Category was TV. And I'm going to reveal the answers. For this one, I'm not going to have the 10-second reveal thing. It would just take too long. So, all right. Oh. Question, name 5 of the 12 must-watch episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000 as rated by Geek.com. All right, those must-watch episodes, those terrible, cheesy movies, what were they? First one is The Side Hackers, Pod People, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, Manos, The Hands of Fate, Ega, Mitchell, Santa Claus, Space Mutiny, Time Chasers, The Final Sacrifice, Soul Taker, and Squirm. That's The Side Hackers, Pod People, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, Manos, The Hands of Fate, Ega, Mitchell, Santa Claus, Space Mutiny, Time Chasers, The Final Sacrifice, Soul Taker, and Squirm. Yes, those are the answers. For the question, so there's 2 movies. There's Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, and there's Santa Claus, which is a separate movie. That's the one. The separate full title will probably be Santa Claus Fights the Devil. Yes, that's literally the plot of the movie. But yes, not 1, but 2 Santa Claus movies made it into that top 12. Both of them are terrible and weird, but each one is terrible and weird in its own way. Highly recommend it. I do, I think, I prefer the theme song from Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. SANTACLAUS, hooray for Santa Claus. No, Boggy Creek is not on it. I'm surprised. There are actually quite a few movies on here that I totally thought would have been ringers that did not make it. I'm thinking stuff like Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders, Cave Dwellers, The Incredibly Strange Creatures That Stopped Living and Became Mixed Up Zombies. Yes, actually a movie title. Oh, you couldn't remember the Final Sacrifice? That's the one with Rousdower. That's the Rousdower one. That's got to remember that. Oh, I love the Final Sacrifice. But yeah, a lot of favorites of mine here. Mitchell's the classic, and Manos, The Hands of Fate, of course. Pod People. It stinks. No, Mr. B. Natural was a short. Good question, Mike. No, it was only counting for full films. Mr. B. Natural was a short. It was a very short little film. In fact, I think the reason Squirm ended up on the list, I don't think Squirm is even that great. I think it's mostly recognized because it included the Case of Spring Fever short with a little dude going, "No spring." That's brilliant. Okay, yes, but yes, that was a lot of fun to do. Oh man, now that I got the time, I got to rewatch as much MST3K as I can because I love that series. so near and dear to my heart. And the MST3, I mean, the Netflix seasons are really good too. I'm really bummed out that got canceled because that was the Netflix MST3K was a lot of fun. Okay, round 4. The category is martial arts. Martial arts. Oh, before I go on, if you would like to post your score on the stream, if you want to have some bragging rights or let people know where you are, don't forget to post it on the stream. Let people know. Also, if you've not already, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video if you are enjoying it. All right, round 4. The category is martial arts. Question 1. What rock star was such a fanboy of karate that he opened the Tennessee Karate Institute and earned a 7th degree black belt in the sport? What rock star was such a fanboy of karate that he opened the Tennessee Karate Institute and earned a 7th degree black belt in the sport? All right, bringing up the timer again. I got to reset the timer. Sorry, it took a little. And your minute starts. And your minute starts now.
रात बाकी बात बाकी होना है जो हो जाने दो सोचो ना देखो तो देखो हाँ जाने जाओ मुझे प्यार से सोचो ना देखो तो देखो हाँ जाने जाओ मुझे प्यार से.
And that is time. Okay, question number 1 from martial arts, round 4. What rock star was such a fanboy of karate that he opened the Tennessee Karate Institute and earned a 7th degree black belt in the sport? Yes, Charles and Josh are both correct. It is that native son of Memphis, Tennessee, Elvis Presley. That's right, Elvis. Big fan of the sport, enough that he based his, that jumpsuit he started wearing in the 60s and 70s days is based off of karate gi. And he got really into karate after he discovered it when he was in the Army in the late 50s. He had an instructor who taught it and just became obsessed with it. He started his own karate school. Actually, the funny story, I think I love it, is that so he became a 7th degree black belt because he was obsessed with the title. He wanted to be 7th degree, but unfortunately, his trainer was also 7th degree. The guys of the Japanese karate schools he was learning from. And he's like, I'm a 7th degree black. He's like, well, unfortunately, only an 8th degree master can grant you a 7th degree black belt. So I can't actually make that happen, Elvis. I'm sorry. And I was like, come on, man, make it happen. Make it roll. You can do it. So all the karate masters got together and he's like, so I got a problem. Elvis really wants to be a 7th degree black belt. I can't give that to him, but I can't say no. He's Elvis. I'm going to do it. So the master's like, okay, tell you what, we're going to make you an 8th degree black belt just so you can make him a 7th degree. Does that sound good? Okay, so yeah, they just gave him 8th degree, and so gave Elvis 7th degree, and I was like, thank you, man. Here's a Cadillac. Just gave his karate sensei a Cadillac. That's I can't think of anything more Elvis than that. That's great. Okay, question number 2. Question 2. What martial art based on street fighting techniques in Paris, whose name means old shoe, combines elements of English boxing with graceful kicking techniques? What martial art based on street fighting techniques taught in Paris, whose name means old shoe, combines elements of English boxing with graceful kicking techniques? Here's your minute. All right, that is your minute. Let's discover together question number 2. Question 2. What martial art based on street fighting techniques taught in Paris, whose name means old shoe, combines elements of English boxing with graceful kicking techniques? All right, any guesses? It is a French martial art. That martial art is savate. Savate, yes, a little known European martial art. It's one of the few European martial arts that utilizes the feet. It's kind of unique in that way. It's pretty cool. I've seen it in action. It's a lot of like low-lying, like flamenco style kicks. It's actually, it's funny you mentioned Muay Thai. It's similar, whereas Muay Thai tends to go for like extended and high roundhouse kicks and knee slams. Like this goes for like kicks with the ankle and the foot. Savate's pretty interesting. It's also, there's a segment of the art that's meant to be used using a walking cane. That was like sort of the thing a gentleman can look and is like, oh, I'm passing on the street, like I'm a badass. What? Kicking your ass. Sacre bleu. Yes, savate is the answer. I'll spell it out. Savate. Cool. All right. Now, question 3 for martial arts. Question 3. What martial arts comedy features this line? Please ignore Wimp Lo. He is an idiot. We trained him wrong on purpose, as a joke. What martial arts comedy film features this line? Please ignore Wimp Lo. He is an idiot. We trained him wrong on purpose, as a joke. All right. Here's your minute.
कश्ती जवा दिल की तूफान से टकरा गई मंजिल मोहब्बत की अब तो करीब आ गई आ देख ले क्या मजा दिल हार के रात बात बाकी होना है जो हो जाने दो सोचो ना देखो
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And That is time. That is time. Okay, that is question 3 for martial arts. What martial arts comedy film features this line? Please ignore Wimplo. He is an idiot. We trained him wrong on purpose, as a joke. All right, and yes, Josh jumped the gun a little bit when he did it, but Josh and Mike had both gotten is Kung Pao, Enter the Fists, featuring the Chosen One. I love that movie. That is a classic. Yes, Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. It shows just what you can do with some brilliant editing of an old Chinese kung fu movie and some some jank 2000s CGI. I see you have made it past my cow. That's a brilliant movie. If none of you seen that yet, watch Kung Pao Enter the Fist. That is an immortal classic. I love that movie. Yes, Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Okay, round 5. Round 5. The category is religion. Religion. Question number 1. What is the term for the Catholic Church belief that in the ritual of the Eucharist, the offerings of bread and wine are spiritually changed into the body and blood of Christ? What is the term for the Catholic Church belief that in the ritual of the Eucharist, the offerings of bread and wine are spiritually changed into the body and blood of Christ? Here's your minute.
किसने नहीं मरने दो? ये क्या हो गया तुम्हें? हाँ? तुम्हारे माथे पर पसीना क्यों? इसकी मौत के बारे में सोच रही थी? मेरी? अरे मेरी जिंदगी और मौत तो अब तुम्हारे साथ है। और प्यार करने वाले मौत से डरा नहीं करते।
Okay, less than 10 seconds. And that is time for question 1 of religion. Question 1. What is the term for the Catholic Church belief that in the ritual of the Eucharist, the offerings of bread and wine are spiritually changed into the body and blood of Christ? Oh, no. Sorry, Josh and Charles, you were both wrong. It's neither communion nor vampirism. It's neither one of those. The answer we're looking for is transubstantiation. Transubstantiation. Yes, that is the doctrine that the bread and wine you eat in the ritual literally become that blood and body. Transcendental Karen. Okay, Mike, that sounds like a brand of that sounds like a brand of antidepressant medication. Side effects of transcendentification include ennui, gout, mind of Mencia. No, it's okay, dude. That's good. That's probably the closest answer we had. Yes, the answer is a tough one. The answer is transubstantiation. Transubstantiation. Okay. Question number 2. Theravada Buddhism, one of the 2 main branches of the faith, is mostly practiced in India and Southeast Asia. What is the other main branch of Buddhism that spread beyond into China, Korea, and Japan? Theravada Buddhism, one of the two main branches of the faith, is mostly practiced in India and Southeast Asia. What is the other main branch of Buddhism that spread beyond into China, Korea, and Japan? Here's your minute.
आगाज़ ये है तो अंजाम होगा हसीन दीवाने परवाने मरने से डरते नहीं दिलरुबा भूल के जरा मिल यार से रात बाकी बात बाकी होना है जो हो जाने दो सोचो ना देखो तो देखो हाँ जाने जा मुझे प्यार से सोचो ना देखो तो देखो हाँ
And that is time for question number 2. Theravada Buddhism, one of the two main branches of the faith, is mostly practiced in India and Southeast Asia. What is the other main branch of Buddhism that spread beyond into China, Korea, and Japan? Okay, any guesses? Nichiren Daishin. Okay, all those Zen and Nichiren Daishin, all those are subsets of the actual of the main branch of Buddhism. Actually, no, Zen, it is not Zen. Zen is actually a subset of this branch of Buddhism. The two branches of Buddhism are Theravada and Mahayana. Mahayana was the answer. We're looking for Mahayana Buddhism. That was the main the other branch of the two branches that came in. They spread into Zen Buddhism is specifically a branch of Mahayana that formed within China. Like it's sort of like an extended family tree. And then you have all sorts of things growing out like Pure Land Buddhism and such. Generally main distinction I find Theravada Buddhism is mostly tend to be India, Sri Lanka, Thailand, closer to where it started, and it tends to like require a monastic lifestyle. It tends to almost be closer to the original Hinduism. And then Maharaja, that's pretty close actually. And then Mahayana was the more global faith that encourages like any person, regardless of whether a monk or a lay person or their background, can achieve Buddhahood if they put their mind to it. And it tends to incorporate a lot from the local religions of China, Japan, Korea, wherever, all those areas of Asia. So yeah, Mahayana. That's my personal favorite. Okay, question number 3, the last question in religion. Question 3. In 2019, what actor, when asked on Twitter if the gathering of followers on his private island was a cult, responded, "Yes, this is a cult. Hashtag Mars Island." In 2019, what actor, when asked on Twitter if the gathering of followers on his private island was a cult, responded, "Yes, this is a cult. Hashtag Mars Island." All right, here's your minute.
याद आ रहा है तेरा प्यार।
All right. Okay. There's your minute to win it. Let's discover the answer together. Question 3. In 2019, what actor, when asked on Twitter if the gathering of followers on his private island was a cult, responded, "Yes, this is a cult. Hashtag Mars Island"? And Mike is correct right out the gate. Yes, it is Jared Leto. Yes, Jared Leto, the objectively world's worst Joker and lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars. He's apparently and also Jordan Catalano of my so-called life. I liked his Jordan Catalano days. I don't like so much his oh well, I think I'm going to ride the fact that I look vaguely like Jesus to the top and turn myself into a cult leader and charge people $1,000 to stay on my island and join my cult. The best thing I read about him recently is he spent so much time on the island that when he came back to the States, he had no clue about the pandemic. He was just like, wait, what? There's a virus? A what? I was too busy building a cult. I couldn't keep track of things. Oh, Jared Leto, you little crippled masterpiece. Yes, it was Jared Leto. Got a cult on his private island now. Welcome to 2020. What a world. Okay, the final category, the last category before the final question. We have round 6. The category is fashion. Fashion. Yes, fashion. All right, question number 1. Question 1. Despite its name, what method of pre-wearing in denim involves using potassium permanganate solution tumbled with pumice stones and no added water? Despite its name, what method of pre-wearing in denim involves using potassium permanganate solution tumbled with pumice stones and no added water? Here's your minute. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time. Okay. Question number 1. Oh, I got 2 off my timer, sorry. Question number 1. Despite its name, what method of pre-wearing in denim involves using potassium permanganate solution tumbled with pumice stones and no added water? All right, we got some answers come in. We got an answer from Mike. We got an answer from Charles. Answer from Josh. And yes, Mike and Josh are correct. It is acid wash. Acid wash jeans. Those unique blue and white distressed looking jeans from the 80s. Yes, there's acid wash jeans. No acid required. Who knew? Okay. Actually, I don't. My chemistry is good enough to guarantee whether I know potassium permanganate solution is actually an acid or not. So I'm not gonna. Don't quote me on that very ill-advised joke. Okay. Yes, but acid wash jeans is correct. Okay. Question number 2. Question 2. What model was the first African American woman to appear on the cover of GQ magazine? What model was the first African American woman to appear on the cover of GQ magazine? Here's your minute.
यारो मैं तो यहाँ जीता रहा सारे हम दिल के भुला के देके तुम्हें सारी खुशी मैंने यहाँ कुछ भी तो पाया नहीं सब कुछ पाके मुझको मिली क्या जिंदगी ओ यार आ रहा है तेरा प्यार
10 seconds.
कहाँ तुम हुए तुम कहाँ गुम अभी जाए के बाद ओ यार
All right, that is your minute to win it. Let's discover question number 3. Following in the wave of demand for disposable. Oh, well, spoiler. I read the first question. Okay, question 2. Question 2. I got ahead of myself. Okay, question 2. What model was the first African American woman to appear on the cover of GQ magazine? Okay, cool. We got an answer from Josh. We got an answer from Charles. Got an answer from Mike. We'll give 5 seconds, see if one more can get in. And yes, Josh and Mike are correct. The answer is Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks, yes. That wild and lovely host of America's Next Top Model. I think that's what pushed her up in there. She has as the queen of her own reality show. That'll get you in. Yes, Tyra Banks. I wonder what's up with her crazy ass. Probably just staying inside like everyone else. Don't worry. All right. I hope so. Okay. Question number 3. Last question before the final. Last question before the final. The penultimate question, if you will. Question number 3. Following in the wave of demand for disposable products, There was a short-lived fashion trend in the 1960s for clothing made of what material? Following in the wave of demand for disposable products, there was a short-lived fashion trend in the 1960s for clothing made of what material? Here's your minute.
Hey, दिल मैं वही तू वही है ये दुनिया के मेले बिछड़े वो दिन जाने कहाँ रूठे सब यहाँ जाने कहाँ रह गए हम तो अकेले आवाज़ें दे किसको यहाँ
Okay, that is your minute. Let's discover the answer together. Question number 3. Following in the wave of demand for disposable products, there was a short-lived fashion trend in the 1960s for clothing made of what material? All right, Mike's got an answer. Charles has an answer. Let's give 5 seconds more people to come in. All right, and Mike and Charles both came into the gate with the answer. Yes, you're absolutely right. It was paper. Paper. They were making there was a big wave of demand in the 1960s for clothing made of paper, of all things. They had everything, even paper dresses, paper shirts, even they had paper bathing suits, which they advertised that, oh, they're good for almost for 2 to 3 uses of wash before they fall apart. I would not want to wear a paper bathing suit. That seems like a road to a serious wardrobe malfunction. I mean, if you're more power to you, if you want to wear a paper bathing suit, you probably just want to make sure you're on the right kind of beach before you do so. Yes. And that stuff dropped hard. Like, it was big in like the 60s, and like by 1968, everyone was like, nope, no more paper clothing. But yeah, for a while, everyone from Andy Warhol to the Beatles was promoting it. Yes, paper clothing. Very good, Mike. Very good, Charles. Excellent answers. All right. Well, I hope you're all ready to go, and I hope you're ready for my big expression of gratitude. I want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you to everybody who came on to my trivia show tonight. You guys are superstars. You guys are awesome. Thank you for making it all the way here to our final question. I'm super psyched. I'm super happy to have you here. You guys make my quarantine a lot more bearable. You make all the stresses of life like good, and I'm always happy to see you guys on the thread. I'm hoping to see more of you, and I hope I'm making you guys as happy too. If you guys are enjoying this, if you're not already, please like this video. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. The more likes, the more subscribes we have, we juice that algorithm, and the more fun we bring, like the more people we can get attention. If you do enjoy this trivia, please let your friends know. If you got friends who are like all of us, who are at home and are looking for something fun and free to do, something to make things exciting, please let them know. Yeah, juice it. That's right. Let them know about this and bring them here. The more the merrier. We would love to have as many people as possible. Okay, that being said, let's go on to the final question. All right, reminder of the rules. Okay, so you're going to have 3 minutes total for this question. 3 minutes. And this question is a wager question. You can wager anywhere from 0 to 10 points. And that's important to know because you must guess all the answers within the question correctly. You must get all the correct answers in order to win the points. If you miss any part of the question, you gain no points. In fact, whatever points you win, you will lose if you get the answer wrong. This is the only question where you can lose points if you get the answer incorrect. So be careful what you wager. And it's 0 to 10 points you can wager before you answer the question. And the category is languages. Languages, always a favorite of mine. So for the final question, languages, I made a little board to show you how and what you will answer. So on the left side are 5 languages, and on the right are 5 language families. These are language family subdivisions, actually subdivisions of language families. So there's a mix of some, of Indo-European with Sino-Tibetan, that sort of thing. Okay, so you may want to match the language to its family subdivision. So we have on the left side, we have English, number 1, English. Number 2, Portuguese. Number 3, Russian. Number 4, Mandarin. And number 5, Welsh. Welsh. All right. And on the right side, here are our language family subdivisions. We have A, Romance. B, Germanic. C, Balto-Slavic. D, Sinitic. And E, Celtic. So we have A, Romance. B, Germanic. C, Balto-Slavic. D, Sinitic. E, Celtic. All right. I'm going to leave this board up. So this is what we want to do is to match the language to its language family. I'm going to leave the board up during these 3 minutes, so you can follow along at home if you miss my answer, and you have 3 minutes to answer. Let's start your music now. Here's your minute to win it. Good luck, everybody.
वादा रहा था कि मेरे तेरे लिए गाता चला जाऊं तू मेरा दिल तू मेरी जान जीना मेरा जीना यही तेरे लिए जिंदगी लुटाऊं तू जो नहीं क्या है यहाँ ओ याद आ रहा है तेरा प्यार कहाँ मैं कहाँ तुम हुए तुम कहाँ गुम अभी जाए के बाद ओ याद आ रहा है तेरा प्यार
3, 2. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I got interrupted by an ad there for the last couple of minutes for isn't it great? I love my cat hat. Thank you, Jean. Thank you. Big thank you to the city of Xiamen in Fujian province of China for granting me my wonderful cat hat. I love this thing. But anyway, that is time. That is our that concludes our final question. Let's discover the answers together. Hope you all enjoyed the break. Hope I enjoyed answering this question as much as I did making it. Okay. So this final question, this is a tough one. The answer is languages. The category is languages. So what do we have? We have English. English is what language family does it fall under? It falls under Germanic. English is a Germanic language, which means the answer to number 1 is B. B, Germanic. Oh yeah, it was like the key to the city. No, side note. So this is from the city of Xiamen in China. They have a section of Xiamen which is called like the Cat City. It's sort of like just like a block of it, just dedicated to cat cafes and cat memorabilia and murals and statues of cats. And I found this wonderful little hat there. That was one of the best places at parts of it. Super cool. Okay, sorry, I didn't get distracted. All right, yeah. So English is B, Germanic language, Germanic. Okay, number 2. Portuguese. Portuguese is what is the answer? Is Portuguese is a romance language. That is a romance language. So obrigado. Portuguese is a romance language. Okay. Number 3, Russian. What is Russian on this list? Russian is Russian on this list? Da, Tovarich. Russian is a Balto-Slavic language. Russian is considered part of the Balto-Slavic language family. All right, going down the list. Number 4, Mandarin. Mandarin, which is a subset of the Chinese language, which is considered under the language family of Sinitic. Sinitic, yes, Mandarin is a Sinitic language, making Mandarin is D. Mandarin is D. And then finally, 5, Welsh. Welsh, that incredibly indecipherable language that I pretty much only see on episodes of Doctor Who because it's all filmed in BBC Wales. Welsh is a Celtic language, E, Celtic. Welsh is E, Celtic. So the answers you should have, so you'd answer number. So number 1 is B. Number 2 is A. Number 3 is C. Number 4 is D. Number 5 is E. B, A, C, D, E. So if you have those answers, if you got all those, you get the full wager of your points. You get to add that to the score, and you are a superstar because that is a tough question. That is extremely well done on your part. And with that, sadly, my friends, this fantastic trivia show comes to an end. I'm going to stick around for a couple minutes just to hang out and chat with people and catch up if anyone wants to. If I know if you got an early morning tomorrow or if you don't want to stick around, that's cool. But I'll be here just for a few minutes. But I just want to say thank you all for coming to Hermit Trivia. Thank you for being a part of this stream. And I had an amazing time. If you want to post your final scores on the stream, please feel free to do so. Let me know how you did. Let me know if you enjoyed this, or if you have any questions, any way I can improve this. If you found questions too easy or too difficult, or if there's anything, or if there's any other sort of like funny hat you'd like me to wear, or any kind of cool pose, or anything you want me to promote, please let me know. That's why I've got this whiteboard. If there's something you'd like to let me know. 26 points for Mike. Excellent. Well done, Mike. Thank you all for all my friends and stream viewers, both old and new. We're gonna. Oh, sorry, Anthony. That's okay. You came in kind of late, so that's understandable. There's no harm, no foul. That's the great thing about this trivia. No harm, no foul. We're all just here to have fun and enjoy ourselves. So, we're hoping to do it twice a week now. We're hoping, maybe I'm setting up things like Patreon and putting in words. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your. Thanks for coming by and being such great people and great entertainment, all of you. We do this every twice a week. This will be on this Thursday at 9:30. We're gonna have another one. This is our regular free stream twice a week. We're probably gonna eventually have an additional stream on Patreon at some point. Bye, Josh. Thanks again. Good times. 16 points. Excellent. We're gonna maybe have like a Patreon only kind of thing where like we'll get a small selection of people on Zoom and they can actually compete like we can do it game show style. I'm still working with Zoom right now and still working with the tech to see how to pull that off. Like maybe do a Zoom based game show and then post that on the stream. Gonna see a lot more videos, a lot more material on Hermit Trivia. So if you want to catch all that, please subscribe. Please follow up on that, and I'll give you posting. Special thanks to everybody who came by today to watch, and very special thanks to my lovely wife Leslie, who always helps me with her big support on the show. And special thanks, to all my friends, who are helping me on this new adventure, this new channel in this difficult time. I can't really ask for much more. It's between rounds. Can I have a bikini clad ring? Oh man, I guess I can talk to Leslie. No. I guess no. Okay. Yes, the bikini clad ring girl. I'll go look on Amazon, see if there's any bikinis for cats. Maybe Xiao Mei can wear one. Here comes bikini clad Charles. Yes, bikini clad Charles belly dancing to Bollywood music. That's an image. That is great. Currently on Amazon, chainmail bikinis for cats. Leopard print thong. Oh, well, I'm trying in this in this quarantine to get to the shape. I'm like, oh well, if I can't go to a beach now, I might as well get in shape so I look good later. Get myself Speedo, get that sort of thing. I gotta catch up on my indoor core workouts and my yoga and my milk jug weights. Maybe get myself fit for the late summer. You never know when it's coming. In this year of 2020, you never know when it's coming. So, but yeah, it's we'll find lots of fun stuff to do. Were you at Bro still in China or back over? Oh no, we are currently in Florida right now. Leslie and I are in Florida with my folks. We came back from China to Portland. We stayed there for about 2 weeks, saw parents and friends. Then the plan is stay with my folks in Florida for a couple months before we go to. The plan was to go to St. Cloud University in Minnesota. We decided we liked teaching in China so much. We like teaching English. We want to keep teaching abroad. So we both decided to go get our masters in teaching English as a foreign language. And St. Cloud, Minnesota had a really nice program. So we applied for that. We got in. We're still in. We're still taking classes. Just the recent upsets means that we'll probably have to line for at least for the meantime. We may still be working and teaching in Minnesota come the fall. Hopefully, when things improve. But for now, we're just we're staying in Florida with my folks and my family and my brother Ian. Which much love to all of them. I know they're probably watching this later, if not now. So yeah, things that I can say, but life's pretty good. In the meantime, I'm teaching online to kids in China. I'm pretty much doing the same thing online that I was back in Shenzhen. So Leslie and I both. So that's it's been pretty fun. We're doing pretty well in this. Did you? Then we're going to Salt Lake City. I thought I remembered that. I could be wrong. It's been a while. But yeah, life's pretty good. Got the impetus to do this. I've been meaning to start a YouTube channel for a long time, and this is a nice little chance to do that. I did for Europe. Back in Tucson. Nice. Awesome. We actually we crossed through hours. We did a road trip from Portland to Florida on our way, taking both our pets. Good night, Lisa. was like, good night, Mike. Good seeing you. We went through Flagstaff and stuff. I'm not sure how close we were to Tucson, but yeah, that was pretty fun. It was nice week-long road trip in between. I guess we got in there at good timing. Love you, Mike. See you Thursday. That would have been rough to be on the road and then get stopped and saying, the plague is here. Yeah, we're good. I feel sort of bad because we taught in China, and then this stuff started breaking out just in the month that we were about to leave, and I'm like, oh, it's in China, we got to get out and read. And then we get home and like, okay, yay, we're in America. And then it's like, oh, our invisible friend followed us home. Oh, still a great experience, though. It was a lot of fun. Good 2 years. I think I'm actually going to wrap it up soon myself. I got an early morning teaching, but it's good catch. Yeah, this was a fun show. And if anybody has suggestions for like what you'd like to see in the show or improve it, or if you think like questions are too easy, yeah, definitely. Anthony, great to see you, man. Hope to see you again. Hope to see you again soon for another show. That was a blast. And Charles and Josh, it's so great to see you guys. I'm always happy to have more people. Please let your friends know about this. Let anybody who wants to try some online trivia bring them along, because we love to have them. Good night, all. Thanks for coming. All right. Cool. And with that, internet land, good night. Thanks all. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching my show. Like and subscribe. Smash that like button. Share it with your friends. But more importantly, stay safe. Stay in contact with your friends and family. And I hope to see you again real soon. Thank you again from bottom.